it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. To get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best.
He's loose on the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
So as a QB, when I'm running the option play, my job is to basically block somebody. How do I block somebody? I run at that defensive end, and I make him commit to me, and then I pitch the football. That's how I do my job. I get it to the running back, and now it's his job to go make things happen out on the perimeter away from all the bodies.
Back to pass, it's Bruce. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome. Line getting set on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Ready up.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So TCU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Puts him in the spin cycle. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time.
Turning it on! And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Bruce. Makes the catch. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but
fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The play-action fake. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads it left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards on the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal.
Touchdown, TCU! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bruce. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. To the air, it's Henderson. Fires left. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Horned Frogs will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
He wants it all. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
The Seminoles want to move quickly. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but looking deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bruce. Under fire! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Punt is on its way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
28, Florida State, 3.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Bruce. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Florida State, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Unleashes one. Finds his man open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Backed up now, here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Henderson. He rifles one deep to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Under fire. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Finds a man in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bruce. Lets it fly on the move. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. It's complete. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in. First down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. Backs going for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Here we go. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option so you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. And the Seminoles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And unfortunately, that's what we've seen from this offense all game long. They got 3 points. They haven't been able to put drives together. Down late, needed to score some points. The turnover, this one is over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground with the back. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Out